crucial process is now in motion regarding the Zumwalt-class warships. The 3 Zumwalt-class guided missile destroyers would be armed with hypersonic missiles. The first ship is expected to be ready for testing in 2025. Vice Admiral Johnny Wolfe, the head of the Navy's Strategic Systems Programs, told reporters today at the Naval Submarine League's annual symposium, "We're talking about deploying this system on DDG 1000 in 2025. That's 3 years from now." In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how Zumwalt-class warships will be armed with hypersonic missile. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by War Thunder, the most comprehensive military vehicle online game for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, in which you can go to battle on more than 1,200 playable aircraft, tanks, helicopters, and ships from the 1930s to the 1990s. The game has an amazing attention to detail and focuses on a realistic combat experience, which is why knowing your vehicles and skill really makes a difference. It's easy to get into, and all you need to play is nothing more but your mouse and keyboard or controller. Immerse yourself in cross-platform combat with more than 20 million other military vehicle enthusiasts from all over the world. Download and play War Thunder for free using the link in the description below, and also get a free bonus tank, aircraft, or ship, and 3 days of premium account. The Zumwalt-class destroyers have 80 Mark 57 cells protected by the Peripheral Vertical Launch System (PVLS), as well as 2 155mm guns. Each Mark 57 can carry a single SM-2 or SM-6 long-range surface-to-air missile, ASROC anti-submarine rocket torpedo, or up to 4 evolved Sea Sparrow short-range surface-to-air missiles. Importantly, they can also carry Tomahawks. The 2 155mm advanced gun systems were supposed to be capable of engaging targets with precision-guided shells at ranges of up to 60 miles or 95 kilometers. The Long-Range Land Attack Projectile, or LRLAP, the precision-guided shell that would arm the ship's guns, saw cost escalation from $50,000 a round to $800,000. The U.S. Navy, for this reason, canceled LRLAP. The gun system will be replaced to add hypersonic weapon. As per reports, the U.S. Navy has determined that the hull can accommodate 4 87-inch missile tubes. Each of these tubes would be able to house 3 common hypersonic glide bodies, CHGB, along with their boosters. That means Zumwalt will be armed with a total of 12 missiles. The U.S. Department of Defense has been developing the CHGB so that it will serve as the base of its offensive hypersonic missile. CHGB will be used by the different services of the U.S. military, Army, and Navy. U.S. Navy was put in charge of developing the CHGB. The design of the common hypersonic glide body is based on the previously developed alternate re-entry system, which was tested in the early 2010s as part of the Army's Advanced Hypersonic Weapon Program. The alternate re-entry system was itself based on the Sandia Winged Energetic Re-entry Vehicle Experiment (SWERV) prototype developed by Sandria National Laboratories in the 1980s. CHGB's dimensions are common across the Navy and Army and have been developed keeping in mind many aspects. Wolfe said, "You need to have the same lethality no matter where you're at, and that's what this weapon does. It's all the same with the lethality to get after these targets. It just depends on who's launching it, right? Whether it's the Army from a transporter erector launcher, or whether it's a Zumwalt, or whether it's a Virginia-class submarine." In the CHGB approach, the glider will be launched to extremely high altitudes using a ballistic missile, then separate from the carrier missile, and will skim back to the Earth towards its intended target, attaining hypersonic speed. Hypersonic speed means the object exceeds Mach 5, That's 5 times the speed of sound. This is about 1,715 meters per second, or 3,836 miles per hour, or 6,174 kilometers per hour. Each service of the U.S. military will use the CHGB as the base while developing individual weapon systems, such as launchers capable of firing weapons from land or sea. The CHGB will have a warhead, guidance system, as well as thermal protection shield. Dynetics will build the glide vehicle, while Lockheed Martin will build the booster, as well as assemble the missile and launch equipment. The CHGB will also be able to maneuver in flight, unlike traditional ballistic missiles, and is much faster than a typical cruise missile. The combination of high speed and the ability to take an unpredictable path will make the missile a lethal weapon. There's no dependable way to intercept this kind of weapon at present. CHGB is being seen as providing an alternative to nuclear weapons for strategic retaliatory strikes. As per reports, USS Zumwalt, DDG-1000, is set to arrive at Ingalls Shipbuilding in Pascagoula, Mississippi late next year to start a modernization period to install the missile tubes that will replace the 2 existing 155mm gun mounts on the 16,000-ton guided missile destroyer. USS Michael Monsoor, DDG-1001, will follow Zumwalt to Ingalls for its own modernization period that will include installing the missile tubes. Wolfe said, "We got to get on with getting all the design for the Zumwalt, getting all of those tubes in there, as we pulled out the forward gun mounts. We've gotten to put these large diameter tubes in there and then finish the integration work into the combat system." Zumwalt-class has been an expensive, very long, and almost painful undertaking. The number of warships to be built was reduced from 32 to 29 due to many problems like cost overruns. But the class is one of a kind and has lots of potential. Zumwalt's stealth characteristics will enable it to sneak in undetected near the target, and a hypersonic missile launched from a relatively close range will be nearly impossible to stop. The 3 Zumwalt warships could be assigned missions that might be out of bounds for conventional surface vessels. Since the number of hypersonic missiles per warship will be limited, these will be used against high-value targets that seat inside the most advanced air defenses and potentially time-sensitive. The U.S. is lagging in the hypersonic weapon domain and is looking to catch up. It remains to be seen how things pan out in the coming days. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.